Have you ever felt stuck? I don't mean in traffic or in line at the mall. I mean in your life, in your faith. Have you ever been at a point in your walk with Christ where it feels like you aren't taking any steps forward? How does it make you feel? You see, when I'm in those situations in life, those seasons in life, it actually feels very much like I am in standstill traffic. I know the direction I need to go, I have the means to get there, and I know my destination, but I just can't seem to get moving. This can be an incredibly frustrating time in our faith and when we sit in traffic in real life. But here's the thing, God calls us to move. You see, all over the Bible, God calls his people to move, both physically, whether it's Moses bringing the Israelites out of Egypt, all the way to the shepherds moving off of their hill with their sheep, with their flock, to go and see the face of the Lord in the manger on Christmas Day. To spiritual movement as well, where we need to not look any farther than the Apostle Paul on the road to Damascus. We are called to move. So in those seasons of life where it feels like we aren't moving with Christ, ask yourself a couple questions. 1, what am I doing that might be hindering my walk with the Lord? Am I worshiping someone or something other than God? Whether that's work, or maybe your family, or your possessions, or maybe an ideology. You get the point. What are those things in life that you are putting above God? 2, am I taking part in worship? In this Advent season, you need to ask the question, am I taking time to be with the Lord? Whether it's in church, at the dinner table, or in your car on the way to work. Or better yet, why not all three? Or 3, am I simply in a time in my life where God is asking me to wait? Now, I'll admit, this is the most frustrating season to be in, but also can be the most fulfilling, as this is where we learn to trust in the Lord's timing. Sometimes we are called to wait. So, this Advent season, I encourage you to ask these 3 questions, because God calls us to move with him, not to simply be satisfied with a lukewarm relationship with the author of creation, but rather a vibrant, moving relationship with the King of Kings. So I encourage you, in this season of Advent, to take a deep look at your faith in God. Are you on the move with God and his plan? Or are you feeling stuck in traffic? He calls us to move. And when we do, he can bring us to some pretty incredible places.